All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Obviously, this is a little bit of a unique setup, but so I really appreciate Northwest One Library for making this accommodation. Upstairs was unavailable because the school's closed, so here we are. As you can see, the agenda is very full. So we're going to try to get through most of this stuff as quickly as possible. So if you're coming before and presenting to us, I really am looking for you to present for about 5-6 minutes, leaving a couple minutes for questions. If I cut off questions early, I apologize. Certainly we will take all concerns into consideration. If you email us later, we can address them. But because of the fact we do have a limited amount of time, we will kind of try to move through these items as quickly and as efficiently as possible. With that being said, I'd like to call this meeting to order and do a roll call.
6001.
Present.
02.
Present.
03. 04 here. 05.
Here.
06. 07. There we go.
All right. Well, having 4 commissioners here, we do have a quorum to conduct business. I'll take a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's so moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. First up, reports from the Metropolitan Police Department. Do we have any? Oh, here we are.
Sure, upstairs.
Oh yeah, I know, it's a little different. Thank you for making me coming down. I don't know if you guys heard, we got kind of a jam-packed agenda, and I don't want to step on toes, but if we can keep it to about 5 minutes, leave a minute for questions, be perfect.
No problem.
So 1D, 3D?
Yeah, you want me to go? All right. Good evening, folks. I'm from 3rd District. I'm Captain Han Kim. I'm one of the managers there. I'll try to be quick here. Luckily, not too much to report on. I just wanted to report on a couple of robberies, especially in this area of some interest here. On the 21st at 9:20 p.m. at 7th and N, complainant was walking with his bicycle. Elderly gentleman, 5 young males approached him and tried to grab the bicycle away from him. The complainant tried to fight these suspects. One of the younger gentlemen actually punched the complainant. He was not hurt, but they were not able to get anything. But just not a very nice thing to do. Lookout was for 5 suspects. All we have now are black males, 14 to 16 years of age. So we have beefed up our patrol in that area. There are a lot of kids hanging there around the rec center in that area. Today's date, at 10 a.m., 9th and O, an Uber driver mistakenly picked up somebody that thought he was a fare. He wasn't. The Uber driver actually figured it out, asked him to get out of his vehicle at 6th and O Street. Then the suspect produced a knife and asked for money. He actually got $1, and the Uber driver jumped out of the vehicle and ran, was able to escape. The lookout for that gentleman, again, that happened at 10 a.m., is a black male, 20 to 22 years of age, black hair, medium complexion, wearing a green shirt, black pants, and we're looking for a video that highly likely captured the event. So our detectives are working on that. Some quick, I'll go over some arrests. We did have in PSA 308, which encompasses 6E here, we did have 244 arrests. And usually I like to go over some of the good ones here real quick. We've been having some package thefts from residences. We actually got, I believe, 3 arrests this past month, and one gentleman had multiple packages that he had stolen from that day. So we were able to lock up or arrest 3 separate people for those offenses. We had a burglary actually today that we got called for in the 400 block of Q Street. Our officers responded quickly, actually apprehended the gentleman inside the basement unit. So that gentleman was arrested as well. And won't go into full details here, but some good lockups on Unit Block and New York Avenue that are here. We had a couple arrested for possession with intent to distribute drugs. We've been having a lot of problems with drug use and distribution in the area. And that's all I have. 3D. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Captain, I'm surprised you didn't mention the 29 shots fired at 8th and R a week and a half ago.
Okay, that actually is outside of it, but I'll mention it. It's late, I believe it was 1:50, 2 o'clock in the morning. We had in the 800 block of T Street, a lot of people in that area from going out nightlife. We did recover video. We actually responded there for sounds of gunshots. Officers are right in the area. We probably responded within 10 seconds. When we got there, everyone had fled. We did recover video, and that's one of the things that we always push when we come to these meetings. We got some video from around the neighborhood that were really good. What it showed was, looked like the people were known to each other. A person chases a group of 4 to 5 males. As he's chasing them, the group of males actually started firing upon the individual. The individual then brandished his own gun and fired back. Nobody was hit, some vehicles hit. We do have some good video. I believe that is up on our YouTube. Our detectives are working the case.
Where was that located?
800 block of T Street.
Well, I'm referring to the 8th and R incident about a week and a half ago on a Thursday night, Friday morning. There were 29 shots fired, 2 shots broke windows, one woman wounded in the leg, refused to cooperate. Was not familiar with him?
That was, I thought, you sure that was 8th and R? I thought that was,
8th and R, 1700 block
Okay.
of A Street,
Okay.
the most deadly, bloodiest block in our neighborhood.
I actually thought, Commissioner, I actually thought,
Homicides over the decades.
okay, I'll recheck the address, but I do know what you're talking about. She was struck, was pretty uncooperative. I know exactly what you're talking about. They did, she did respond to meet some people, refused to work with us, pretty uncooperative. We're trying to work with some other witnesses in that case. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So just a brief update on the 1200 block of 4th Street.
Yes.
From the shot, have you, anything further?
The investigation part of it's ongoing.
Okay.
I did talk to DCRA, and they said that they responded to the property a couple months ago and did not mark it as a blighted property.
Yep.
So I asked them to go out there again, so they did create another ticket. So I'm waiting to hear back. They're going back out there.
So the bigger update, just for you, just so you know, the developer is here tonight, so that's actually moving forward as,
Okay,
but I was more concerned about the criminal activity.
yeah,
So-
that's ongoing.
Okay, and then what about the robbery at the same liquor store at 5th and M? Any updates on that?
We have video and photos from that. Yeah, so detectives are working on that.
Oh, and I got a compliment for you from our constituents
Uh-oh.
on Kirby.
Okay,
Says
excellent.
you're doing a better job
Oh,
of
great.
the collective you. And so keep up the patrolling on Kirby and Morgan and the alley.
Excellent. And also 4th
Every
Street,
day.
we're over there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, Captain John Duro, 1st District. So 1D covers the Sursum Corda area and Mount Vernon for this ANC. As far as crime goes, we're up 1 violent crime over the same period last year, over the last 30 days, so 4 versus 3. And what we've been seeing in violent crime, actually Chinatown's gotten hit pretty hard with robberies, and we've seen a little bit of that in Mount Vernon as well, and things like robbery snatches, snatching cell phones out of people's hands, also targeting people that are coming home from the bars intoxicated in the early morning hours. So we've beefed up our presence in that area a little bit. So I think that's what you're seeing in the Mount Vernon area. That's pretty much it for violent crime. Any questions on the violent crime? I don't think we've had any cases that are too prominent on the 1D side.
I don't. I know we have a number of people here from Mount Vernon Triangle. Does anybody have any questions or concerns?
I'll say real quick on property crime, we're looking really good actually, unlike a lot of places in the city. Mount Vernon's always been a hot spot for theft from autos for us, so I always push the thing, please don't leave valuables in your car. Tell your friends and co-workers, neighbors not to leave anything in the car, lock the cars. And what we're seeing a lot too now is people leaving their spare keys in the car. People break in, have the spare key, and then steal the car. We've had a number of cases like that in the downtown area. Not a good idea to leave your spare key. All right. So But all in all, the numbers are really good for like petty theft and theft from autos. We're down significantly, so that's great. We're working right now at North Capitol and K. That parking lot has been getting hit a little bit, so we're working there on the theft from auto stuff. But yeah, it's been a big focus for us all year. You know, now it's summer, violent crime's been up a little bit, but your area is looking pretty good on the Wendy side.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank you.
John Darrow.
Thank you.
Do we have a representative from 5D? All right, moving on. All right, thank you very much, officers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we have a representative from Mid-City?
Yes.
Yes. Please come forward.
A few folks from our team, we will try to be brief. Thank you all for having us tonight. My name is Jamie Weinbaum. I'm with Mid-City. We have a couple of other members of our team from Mid-City here. And one of my colleagues, Stephanie, is passing out to the commissioners a little bit about our presentation here. Thank you all so much for having us tonight. We've been before the zoning committee before, and we're here tonight just to give a brief preview of the project which we're proposing for 1200 5th Street Northwest. This is the first time we're coming to the ANC. We haven't filed our PUD or our zoning application officially yet, but we're here tonight kind of as a first look for the ANC at this project. And we'll be returning to the ANC later towards the end of the year before our zoning hearing in pursuit of support officially from the ANC in the form of a vote. This is kind of more of a first look at the project. We did host a community meeting which was flyered around the neighborhood, but I want to use this as another opportunity to give a high-level overview of this project. Before I do, our company, Mid-City, has owned this property, which is bounded by 5th and 6th Street between M and N. It's called Washington Apartments, and I think the next slide shows a map of it, of where the site is. It's where Ridge Street ends at 5th, and again between M and N, 5th and 6th Street. And as I said, we've owned it for many years and are pursuing a redevelopment. The site is currently vacant. The buildings that are there do not have any residents in them. And what we're proposing is building a 3- and 4-story building, and I'm going to let our architect Sarah from Torty Gallis walk you through a little bit of the fundamentals of the building, and then I'll give a little more information, and we'll kick it back and forth within 5 minutes.
Perfect. All right, next slide, please. The existing context is a lovely mix of some historic row homes to our south, lovely churches, and you'll see our building is trying to be as sensitive as those different scales as possible. The next slide, please. One of the unique features of our site is it's a very long and thin block with the Ridge Street coming straight through in the middle. So we wanted to make sure that our building sculpted and shaped itself to that site. So you'll see there, it's hard to see, I understand, but there are two courtyard style buildings with a central hyphen between the two. And the idea is that those two buildings can read more as smaller massings on the site with an even shorter hyphen that contains the amenities and the lobby and everything between them. Again, breaking down the scale of that building into smaller pieces. And then here is a view if you were a bird, just kind of hovering a little bit east of the convention center, looking down M Street and 6th Street. Again, the two masses of the building, each of the courtyards, and the shorter hyphen below. The next slide is a more representational image of what you would actually experience if you were on the ground as a human. And this shows you again, not only have we broken the building down into two pieces, we've also further taken and delineated the top stories of lighter material, and also broken down the patterning